Hi Libra, welcome to your December 2018 Celtic Cross spread. I'm actually doing a second one because I had a feeling there were more messages. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and lay out a new spread for you for the month of December 2018 because I'm getting some different information. Let's go ahead and get started. By the way, this is Girl in the Sky Tarot. If you'd like a personal reading, you can get in contact with me at girlintheskytarot@gmail.com. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, welcome. Please like, subscribe, and share this. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, Libra, we have the Seven of Pentacles upright. This is a beautiful card, and this is part of why I wanted to do this again, is that I feel like there's a lot of things going on with you right now, a lot of new projects, a lot of things being planted, ideas, seeds of new things. Things are starting to turn around for you. And I feel like if you've been going through a rough time, December is kind of like a rite of passage as far as things are starting to turn in your direction. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. From the center of the spread, let's go and take a look at the Three of Wands here, representing you and where you're at right now. So the overall energy being planting the seeds and sort of waiting for things to happen here. This is work you've already done, and now the Three of Wands is waiting for your ships to come in, looking out. I feel like, you know, you've been steadily walking towards something, and it could be new or old projects, but just setting things up for yourself. It's something that's going to implement a lot of change. And what's interesting is you're crossed by the Death card, endings here. So, you know, this could be relationships, jobs, you know, you could be moving. There's so many things that this can represent, but it's letting go of the old in order to allow the new in. And I feel like you've really worked for this, so some of these things may not surprise you. And let's go ahead and get moving. Okay, so at the top of your spread, we've also got the Eight of Cups, and it's in reverse, so you may be slowly walking away from things that do not serve you. This is definitely something this isn't going to happen overnight, but I feel like this is something you may have been trying to walk away from for quite some time, or it's something that you're choosing to slowly move away from. There's nothing dramatic about this situation. It's more like, okay, you know, I'm finally really ready to embrace change. And I feel like that's because things that have been going well for you, you're starting to notice there are things happening. And okay, so in the recent past, we've got the Two of Cups in reverse. Some of you may be walking away from a relationship or situations, relationships that no longer serve you. Okay, so and now, you know, so endings, you got to think about endings as being a door opener to new beginnings, right? You can't start something new and fully commit yourself to it unless you're no longer looking back at the past. So this is looking to the future, the 3 being a spiritual number. This is watching for the news, what's going on around you, being aware of your opportunities and embracing that, like a excitement, a spark of excitement, welcoming in the new. Okay, and what lies beneath you? The Page of Cups in reverse. So if you're feeling a little bit at a creative standstill, that's what this is showing. You may have some ideas that you haven't quite brought into fruition yet. Therefore, the Seven of Pentacles, waiting to see, you know, waiting for the seeds to start blooming, start to be fruitful, come into fruition. So, you know, it's sort of like you've been extending all this creativity, and now you're just sort of taking a pause. This is finding serenity in the moment and allowing things to blossom in their own time. Wow. In the future, the near future, We've got the Queen of Cups representing where you're going. This is all going to come from a place of love, spirituality. I feel like this is you and the things that you are in the process of creating for yourself, which is friendships, relationships that are meaningful, and you know, really connecting with others through the month of December, and coming from a place of love with the Queen of Cups. This may also represent an older female who is very loving and kind towards you, and encouragement from this female energy, friendships, and you know, being gentle with yourself as well. Oh wow, this is beautiful. Okay, so in the position of which represents you, the World showed up. So this is really interesting the way the cards fell. It's very evident to me that, you know, ending this brings you the World, new beginnings, a new lease on life, and, you know, looking at things in a new perspective. And it doesn't matter here how old you are, how experienced or inexperienced you may be with something. I feel like you're totally being open-minded to what the world is bringing you, what the world is gifting you in the month of December. And this is this represents a lot of optimism, okay? We're going to come back and clarify, by the way, for those of you that are new to my channel. Please like, subscribe, and share, and you know, leave a message if it resonates. I'd love to know. The Two of Pentacles is what surrounds you, balancing your finances, balancing your home life, decision making, making decisions about the physical world, okay? You could also be surrounded by a Capricorn, Taurus, or perhaps a Virgo as well. Okay, so this is balancing your universe, getting your feet on the ground. You know, firmly planted. Libra is an air sign, but this represents really being grounded in the month of December. And it's almost like all of these things you've been working on here are slowly coming together and creating a balance. You know, letting you know you can handle whatever comes your way. You're going to start to see physical evidence in the real world of how this is paying off, okay? Your hopes and fears. We've got the Five of Pentacles in the upright position. If you're going through a difficult time right now, or you have been, this is a positive sign. Although, you know, it's a lot of times feeling left out in the cold, a sense of lack, perhaps if you're concerned about finances or stability. This is actually a positive sign. And there's also something else I want to point out here. You see how these people are walking through the cold in the snow, and right behind them is a church window. And this person is beginning to look up to see grace being bestowed on him. And that signifies there is comfort and there is help. You know, you may draw on your spirituality for this, or you may also extend it to others by being there for people when others need you, and in return, vice versa. The type of karma and energy that happens when you're, you know, putting out your efforts and waiting for things to come into fruition. In the outcome, we've got the Devil card in reverse. This could be a Capricorn because the Devil card generally represents the Capricorns. However, this can also represent codependency, addictions, letting go of, facing your own addiction, whether it's overspending, compulsive thinking, compulsive behavior. You know, this is releasing things that, you know, if you've experienced any kind of an overindulgence or any kind of repetitive behavior you use to escape, this is letting go of this and focusing on things that are truly going to bring your life back into balance. And I feel like you have a lot of power in this situation. And it's almost like you're engaging with the fire showing up at the central part of your spread. I feel like you're taking on the aspects of a fire sign. So, you know, you're not going to let things get you down. And within that balancing act, which Libras are very popular beliefs about Libras is that, you know, you want to weigh all of your options because you're looking for things that are fair for yourself and others. And I'll say this too, a lot of times Libras have been accused of being indecisive, and I disagree. I think that it's not being indecisive as much as you like to weigh your options and opportunities before sticking to a decision. Okay, so that's really cool. Let's go ahead and get started with the clarification part of the reading. Again, this is Girl in the Sky Tarot. If you want a personal reading, just email me at girlinintheskytarot@gmail.com and ask whatever question that may be burning. Okay, so we do have some cards jumping, but they're jumping, if they jump out, you know, one or two at a time, I usually feel like it's a message. Sometimes they jump out and there's way too many, so we're just going to keep rolling. Let's invite in the angels, Archangel Michael, the white light, love and light, positive energy, purple light. And please guide us and bring us some answers, some direction for Libra, the month of December 2018. Because I really feel like a lot is going on right now. There we go. We got it. Okay, so at the central, also at the central point, we have, it's no coincidence that a 3 would pop out when the center of your spread is a 3 of Wands, okay? And clarifying that is a 3 of Pentacles. This is community, reaching out to your community, embracing your tribe. This is learning new skills. This is the card of the apprentice as well. Trying things that are different, okay? So into action. You're getting into action, things that will create success for you. You are planting the seeds right now. And manifestation, I wouldn't be surprised if perhaps the Magician pops out at some point in the spread. Let's go ahead and keep going. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify the Death card, endings, so that new beginnings may be possible. Exactly what are you letting go of here, Libra? What are you putting behind you right now? Angels, I want to know. Don't you want to know? What is Libra putting behind? Walking away from, slowly. All right, we got a lot of messages coming in. Okay, hang on. There she is. I don't know how she did this, but she flipped upside down within the deck while I was shuffling. So the Empress card. Okay, so the Empress card showed up for you in reverse. Okay, so if you had any ideas of the Empress, first of all, this is an invitation to invite the knowledge and strength of the Empress. This is the this is the one, be all, have all. You know, spreading beauty, I know, is very important to Libras. Surrounding yourself with beauty, creating beautiful things, and I feel like it's almost like you've been so bogged down that your creativity seems lacking, which is very uncharacteristic of the Libra. You're always creating something, and the Empress is definitely representing you, but also in reverse is saying, hey, don't forget about these aspects of yourself, that you can make anything happen that you set your mind to. So I find that really interesting. Let's go ahead and see what this Two of Cups in reverse from your recent past is talking about. Let's get some clarity on this. Okay. Yeah, I feel like, okay, the Nine of Wands in reverse, the Wounded Warrior in reverse. It's almost as if you were just flat worn out, you know, like, I'm done, I'm giving up. And it's really funny because this is almost like as soon as you give up trying to create or make things happen, you know, planting those seeds, it's almost like you take a nap and you wake up and everything you've been working on, it's almost like Christmas Day, it just happens all at once. All of these things that you've been working towards, once you really surrender, is when things are going to start showing, and you're like, oh, really? You know, it's sort of a comical, like a comic relief moment. Like, okay, so, you know, it's like you were spinning your wheels and nothing was happening, and then when you least expect it, things are blooming all around you. Even in the middle of winter, you're going to start seeing the fruits of your labor here, okay? Let's go ahead and clarify the Eight of Cups in reverse, what you were having trouble walking away from. And this jumped out while I wasn't looking. There it is again. Three of Wands showing up again. So yeah, that's exactly what I was just saying, is that, it's like one day you're really spiritual and, you're like, okay, I'm going to do the footwork and let my higher power, whoever that is for you, okay, do the rest of the work. And then you sort of get down like, okay, well, really, like I've been doing so. And this is showing sort of the surrender. This is part of the surrender. You're not waiting for your ships to come in. And that's why it's funny, because as soon as you stop looking, it's almost like there's this saying about love. I don't necessarily agree with it, but because I've proven it wrong. But there is a saying that, once you stop looking for love, it appears. However, I know Libras are very romantic, and it's the sign of partnerships. So you're always looking. If you're single, of course, we like to share our lives with people. As I've been talking, because I like to talk a lot, these two cards jumped out, so I feel like there's a message here. And we're going to go ahead and set this where it belongs. And the Queen of Cups clarification, we've got the Nine of Cups, all your wishes and dreams coming through. And again, we've got the Five of Pentacles showing up. And if you think this is a coincidence, I'm going to tell you to think otherwise, because I feel like these are really strong messages, especially the things that have shown up twice. This is comfort and care, being comforted and giving comfort to those. No matter how tough your life is, there's always someone else in a struggling even more. There's always something you can do to help bring comfort to others. And as you give, the Nine of Cups, wishes come true. There is definitely a spiritual thing that happens when you become generous and giving, and that definitely pays off. With the Queen of Cups and Nine of Cups, it's considering what is the real beauty in life. What do I bring to the table? And I feel like you're going to see that you have quite a bit to bring to the table. With the Page of Cups in reverse down below, things that may be happening now. This is about being grateful for what you do have, okay? Yeah, wow, great. High Priestess shows up to clarify the Page of Cups. Okay, now, this is your inner wisdom. This woman holds the secret scrolls. This is your higher self and your instincts, your intuition, and your spiritual knowledge. This is receiving psychic messages from your angel guides and taking the time to listen. This is touching your own personal growth and going inward for the answers. You maybe have other people coming to you for certain answers at this time, because you definitely have a lot to share. And being the color blue, these cards are beautiful, by the way. The color blue is definitely spiritual, represents angels and spirit guides. I feel like you need to be paying attention. So the questions that you have are in the spiritual realm, waiting to be seen by you, waiting to be revealed. So do pay attention to this for the month of December. What messages are you receiving? All right, the World, new beginnings. That's actually pretty self-explanatory. I'm not going to clarify that, but I am going to clarify balance. What it is that you're trying to balance right now. That one flew. Okay, yeah, some of you are definitely letting go of addictions, or you're being shown these things. Ways, it could be, again, a Capricorn surrounding you, but I feel like for many of you, Earth signs surrounding you, this definitely concerns your home life, finances. Sure, it may be Earth signs surrounding you, or people that are actually coming around you right now to remind you you are not walking through things alone. So that's a beautiful card. Moving forward, let's go ahead and clarify the Five of Pentacles again. It's shown up twice for you. That's the spirit of the Christmas season. Whether you're Christian or Jewish or Muslim, whatever religion that you are in, this is definitely finding a sense of balance, charisma, and the Sun clarifies this. Yeah, this is power from above. This is otherworldly. Seeing eye to eye with someone seeing you and where you're at, and the love and hope that is coming in your direction. Hopes and fears, right when we think things, how is this going to turn around? The universe is doing this for you. Clarify the outcome, angels, please. The Devil card in reverse. What exactly is this about? Page of Swords. Sometimes that's, okay, that's like not having the information you need right now, or you feel like you don't have the information. Let's go ahead and clarify that again. Okay, the Hangman. So you're getting a new perspective. You know, okay, so if you're new at this type of work, being, okay, so getting a new perspective and gathering information, taking the time to step back and look at those things in your own life that actually hinder you, and taking steps forward that will increase your, I don't want to say potential. What is the word? Not potential. What is the word? I'm going to clarify one more time. Okay, yeah, all right. Stop fighting. Letting go of fighting what is happening. This is about letting go of control. Stop trying to grab onto the reins and direct things. Let things happen right now. Now, a lot of times I like to encourage people, you know, yeah, use your own power, use what you got. And it's saying, it's not saying don't do that, but what it is saying is, you know, also take a rest. You know, on the 7th day, we rest. We rest. So yeah, you've been very busy, but don't forget to rest. If you have some time, perhaps on a weekend or whatever, and you have no previous commitments, or perhaps you can get some help lightening your load. This is saying sleep in late one day. You know, don't underestimate the power of a good night's sleep, okay? You know, oh, there we go again. The final outcome, Libra. Things are really going to balance out for you in the month of December. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If this resonates, you know, I would love the feedback. Please let me know where you're from. What I've noticed is I'm coming to you from America, actually from Texas, but a lot of people watching these videos, only 3% are the United States. So I'm really interested to know what country you live in. And how this may resonate with you, and so glad you're here. Please subscribe, and for all my subscribers, I just want to say thank you. I'm aiming towards 1,000 subscribers. As soon as we hit that mark, I'm going to pick 5 people, and you will get a free reading. 5 people who are selected off the subscriber list will get a free video. I'll give you an opportunity to ask a question, and then I will email you a link. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday.